Hi everybody, welcome back. Today is Monday. Today I want to talk to you about stretching as well as tomorrow too. We're going to break stretching up into 2 days. Today we're going to talk about when it's important to stretch and why it's important to stretch. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the two different types of stretching, dynamic stretching and static stretching, okay? I'm going to touch on those a little bit today, but tomorrow I'm going to go into a little bit greater detail about those. Stretching. It's something that even non-athletic people need to do. Even people of advanced ages like Mr. Baum, that when you get much older, it's very important for them to do. So if you're young or old, stretching is very important. 2 to 3 times a week for somebody who is older but maybe not very athletic. Stretching consistently will help them stay limber and able to do certain movements. Walking, bending over to pick up the trash or whatever, without any pain. It's extremely important. For you guys being younger, you're running and playing all the time on the playground, you're taking part in certain sports, stretching is very important, okay? Think of like an elastic rubber band. If it's stretched too far and stressed too much, and it won't get that pop back that you do like you do to your muscles through stretching, it can be very dangerous. And there's correct ways to stretch and correct times to stretch too. So when should you stretch? Before you exercise, before your game or whatever, the best thing to probably do is some sort of warm-up exercise. Jumping jacks, arm circles, a slow walk to get your legs warmed up that turns into a slower jog before you do your sprints. Don't just go and sprint down the first base or down the basketball court or down the soccer field and without warming up your muscles first. That's kind of a dynamic stretch, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. A lot of people think that doing the stretches like the pull your foot up to your butt and stretch your thigh, or bend down and touch your toes before you do your sport is the way you're supposed to do it, but it's actually not, okay? You're supposed to save those kind of stretches for after you exercise, believe it or not, because if your muscles don't have some blood flowing to them, they're not really warmed up, that can be actually more detrimental, be more dangerous than good, believe it or not. Science has proven that over the years. Without warming up the muscles, stretching can be very dangerous, okay? And why do we stretch? It helps keep that, like I said, muscles are like rubber bands. It helps keep that elasticity in them. It helps improve range of motion, which is your body's ability to move through a whole motion. For example, a baseball pitcher who's not very limber through stretching will have a difficult time doing the motions and the whole range of motion pain-free than if they took time to stretch and warm up before they exercised, and definitely stretch afterwards, okay? After their workouts. And that's one thing a lot of people do forget. You get home from your workout, you get home from your game or afterwards, and you think, oh, I'm done. That's the perfect time to stretch. That's like the optimal time to do some stretching, okay? Tomorrow I'm gonna talk about the difference between dynamic stretching and static stretching and why they're important, okay? So, I'll see you tomorrow.